Hey guys, Michael here. Welcome back to another Top 5 Fridays here at Apps Everyday. And today we're taking a look at entertainment apps, and we're going to jump right in, starting with HBO Now. Now, for most people out there, they know that HBO is a premium service that you do have to pay for with usually your cable bill, but now they have HBO Now, which is a premium subscription service that gives you access to their entire catalog of old movies, new movies, original TV shows, and everything in between. So if you're a person who likes variety, you're gonna like HBO. Some of my favorites, of course, is things like Game of Thrones, Silicon Valley, and of course the greatest TV show of all time, Newsroom. Now, as most of the apps that we'll look at today, the navigation is pretty similar and pretty easy going forward. Of course, on the front splash screen here, you're basically going to get the, not necessarily advertisements, but they're putting up what they've recently added and what they're trying to promote the most at the top. Underneath that, you have a nice coming soon, which is always nice to keep people interested as what's coming next. This one was a huge hit and add-on after Game of Thrones ended because they desperately were trying to keep people to keep their subscriptions going. And then as we continue down, we basically have different collections based on different genres, as well as some just added movies. Ooh, Us. If you haven't seen that one, you need to see it. Jordan Peele's amazing. There is a dedicated kids section, which I know a lot of people like to know if that's an option and to point that out because you want to be able to give your kids a device maybe and lock it to this collection. And even when I tap on kids, it basically throws up this message allowing you to lock things. And right here it says tap to lock to only allow access to show within the kids section, or you can control which ratings in the parent, or you can control which shows are watched based on ratings. Check parental controls. I will say I am tapping the lock and nothing is happening. Oh, I see. You gotta hit got it. And then it shows you that the lock was in the top left-hand corner. So if I tap it, it makes me type in a PIN or enter your PIN. So now I am locked in the kids app. And so if I handed this to my kid, they could only choose options within the kids section. And of course, if I want to get back to the entire collection, I just hit the unlock, type in my PIN, and I'm back here. Of course, in the bottom middle, you have a search option, which you can search based on movie title, series, collections, all that sort of stuff. It's letting me know that my Chromecast is available. It's found one on my TV. So that's nice if you want to cast to any nearby device. And the bottom right is kind of your stuff. So anything you add to your specific list or that you've already started, you can continue watching here. And you do have a little bit of settings. You can manage notifications, your profile, your video options. So now we're going to jump into our next app here, which might as well jump into Hulu since, again, you can bundle that with HBO. This one has a much more full screen design, if you will. So you notice I can swipe across the top here, and this is where they have their genres kind of broken down into, and they're basically going to single out a piece of TV series, movie for each genre that they want to put right on top. But if I start to scroll, then you'll basically get little cards for each of the other options as well. So you can go to, again, kids or movies here. It has one on top, but if I continue to scroll down, I can see the different cards for each one, and I can jump right in to watching it. If I just hit that play button there, and kind of creates a playlist for me, or I can tap the three icons and I can like and dislike. This is actually a brand new feature on Hulu. They just sent an email out the other day, which basically helps the algorithm recommend shows to you. So just because you watch something doesn't necessarily mean that you like it. So now they give you the ability to control that. So for example, I like Fast and Furious series, so I'm going to say like. So it's going to use that data to recommend probably some more car movies or something. But if I watch something even once or twice, but then dislike it, they know that I did not have a good experience on that. So that's pretty cool. If I go to the My Stuff section, this is basically where it's recommending stuff for you based on everything you watched. Breaks it down into movies. It even has an expiring section, which is really nice for the shows or movies that are soon going to be leaving Hulu. And it basically is letting you know, hey, if you want to watch this, you better do it in this amount of days before it's removed forever, incentivizing you to definitely check out the content. And you can also follow specific networks. So if there's, again, say I watch Shark Tank, which is ABC, I think. Yep, I see it in the little icon down there. So ABC. So if I really like shows from ABC, I can follow a specific network here. You can also download a lot of content. So for example, I could go to, say, this movie. Nope. You can also download some content. Not everything is downloadable since it can be removed. On the downloads page, not everything is downloadable. What's nice here is you can actually click see what's downloadable, and they'll take you to a curated playlist. And so you know that everything on here is downloadable, which is nice. So for example, I like Bumblebee. That was a good movie. And so I can hit the little download button there, and then boom, it's basically heading to the downloads folder here. So if I'm about to hop on a plane or anything, I can check this out. Again, you have a search bar. Pretty standard stuff. Search for a specific movie, genre, whatever you want. And then you have basic account details. By the way, on the downloads folder, you have another little settings icon in the top left. This is basically for changing the quality of the download. So it's currently set to standard by default. So if you're watching maybe on like a big iPad Pro, for example, you may want to choose high, depending on how much storage you have, and then you'll be good. All right, moving on to our next app here, we have Disney Plus, which we did talk about the other day, so I'm kind of going to brush over this one a little quicker. And if you haven't noticed, things are getting kind of repetitive in terms of layout and design. You can definitely see there's pretty much a language to different entertainment apps. You're going to get across the top the latest stuff that they're trying to promote to you. I really like that Disney Plus has basically the different Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, National Geographic kind of broken down so you can quickly go to these entire collections if you wanted to. They have their originals right on here. Of course, they're trying to get you to watch their original content, which they have a decent amount considering they just started out. Mandalorian is fantastic. Continue watching. If you haven't noticed, it is the holiday time, so a lot of holiday movies are being shown. And then, yeah, broken down by different genres, collections, and all that good stuff. Again, another search bar, nothing too crazy. Another downloads folder. This one, I believe, pretty much everything is downloadable if I am not mistaken. So if I go to Mandalorian for example, I can basically hit the download button right next to the season. So download the entire season. Or I can go right next to the little I is the downloads button for each individual episode. Another thing that I like, again, just pointing this out in the other videos, I like the fact that the episodes don't have captions by default. That way, a lot of times captions can spoil things, especially if you're like really on episode 1, but you scroll to like episode 6, and you see if like a character is alive or not. That's no fun. So you have to hit the I button in order to see the caption for each one. So I really like that. And then this one does have profiles, which is nice. So you can create a bunch of different profiles for different family members. That way, you can get more curated content that you want to see. If you want to go more in depth about this app, definitely check out the other video I did last week on it. And then, of course, we have Netflix. What sort of entertainment video would it be without the big Netflix? Here you're welcomed to basically the profile screen right off the bat. It does not default usually to the last used one. It basically gives you this almost every time. And so, for example, I can go under mine, and would you look at that? Another page up top basically promoting the latest stuff. You got your continue watching, new releases, stuff that's trending, stuff to watch again. And then as you continue to scroll, you start hitting the breakdowns of different genres and TV shows, etc. Search bar, this one's even more basic than the others. This is new, actually, the coming soon section. That one I actually only noticed when I first started doing this video. So this is pretty cool. You can actually see upcoming stuff, which I really like because I love comedy specials. And wait, another Good Place. So I think that's a little bit of a glitch because these aren't really coming soon because this series has already finished. Something you like Six Underground, really got to see that. you can hit remind me, and basically when it's released, it'll send you a reminder, even though I know this is already released. Again, you have a download section here, and just like Hulu, see what you can download. It will take you to a curated playlist of all the available content that you can download. And then under more, again, here's where you can change the different profiles, add new ones, and look at that. Even gives you an affiliate link if you want some free Netflix. So if you guys really want to type that out, then go for it. And last but not least, the big old YouTube. Now, this one is, of course, going to be the most different from the other ones because, well, it's not like the other ones in the sense that it's your traditional Hollywood-style movies and TV shows. Of course, YouTube has everything. Yep, there's Potato Chat doing his thing. This, you're going to have everything from single creators to the big... You're going to have everything from single creators all the way to, those more higher production value Hollywood-style TV shows and movies as well. But if you've never used the YouTube app, here's your quick rundown. The home screen basically gives you curated content based on your watch needs, so it is curated for you. You have the trending page, which everyone is the same. You have the trending page, which everyone gets the same thing here. So Mr. Beast finally did his $1 million giveaway. And the trending page is usually a hit or miss. You have your subscriptions, which of course is all the people that you subscribe to. Thankfully, this is one of those social media apps that is pretty much, it's not a perfect system. It breaks sometimes. But it basically gives you an order of the latest uploads. Your inbox is basically just a curated of notifications that you would have been sent. So based on the creators that you watch often and that you subscribe to, YouTube will try to let you know, hey, just so you know, one of your top creators has released a new video. And then you have your library. This is where you will access your history, your downloads. This is where you can access your history, your downloads, because you can download videos just like the other entertainment apps. You have your watch later. This is cool. So you basically can save videos to your watch later list. And then of course you can actually create playlists for yourself. They also have introduced stories as well, just like Instagram and stuff. Basically looks the same. So now creators can post more engaging content with their fan base by creating basically, I almost said Instagram stories, YouTube stories. And so there you have it, guys. That is taking a look at what I think are the top 5 entertainment apps currently out there. Do you agree with my list? If not, let me know down below what entertainment apps you enjoy. And while you're down there, you might as well already hit the like button and get subscribed so you don't miss any videos that come out every weekday. So thanks for watching another Apps Every Day. See you on Monday.